In this video, I'm going to show you how to use CopyCat Category Duplicator. Now, this video is for BigCommerce stores that do not have multi-storefront enabled. So if you do have multi-storefront, there is a separate video for CopyCat for multi-storefront. Now, CopyCat Category Duplicator allows you to duplicate or copy a category in your BigCommerce store. This is functionality that doesn't exist in BigCommerce, but those store owners who have migrated from Turbofy over to BigCommerce are very familiar with copying and pasting categories and using those for additional avenues for marketing the products within. So this is going to be a welcome addition, especially for those Turbofy store owners. So let's dig right in. Let's click on Launch CopyCat. And the first thing that comes up, we're going to select our category that we want to copy. So I'm going to choose just the first one on the list here. I'm going to choose my bath category. Now, the second thing that happens is I have to choose whether I want to sync this category with the original or just make a copy of it. If I choose to sync it with the original, anytime an item is added or removed from the original, my CopyCat will also have those items added or removed. If I select no, just copy the category, there will be no syncing. So if I remove two items from my original, those two items are going to stay on the CopyCat because I'm just copying it, I'm not syncing. The majority of our users are going to be syncing, so we're going to continue along with that. Once I select it, I am now going to choose a parent for where this CopyCat version is going to lie. So let's see. I'm going to take my bath category and I want to place it under utility. I'm going to give it a new name. We'll call it Bath Utilities. And over here for URL, you can leave the URL as it is, but most of you are probably going to want to make it a SEO-friendly URL. So I'm just going to go ahead and change that to Bath Utilities. And if I wanted to enter some text in here for that category page, I can do it and then click on Submit. And the category mirror is in process. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our BigCommerce store. All right, so here we are over in the BigCommerce store. Let's go to Products, and we'll choose Product Categories. And remember, I copied my bath category over into utility. There it is, Bath Utilities. There's my custom URL. There's my description that I put in there. Now, here's something that's very important. We're going to scroll down here to meta keywords. And in here, you're going to see a canonical link. This canonical link is important, and it should, under 99.9% of the circumstances, you are going to want to leave that there. Since this is a duplicate page of your main bath category, we don't want to have you penalized for duplicate content. So by keeping that canonical link in there, we are negating anything that could happen with duplicate content. So it's imperative that you leave that canonical link in there. So that is the CopyCat version of our bath page. Now, let's go back into CopyCat and I'll show you a couple more things. There are some additional options over here for CopyCat. If you just click on the little menu there, let's start off with View Categories. Now, here are all of the CopyCat categories that have been created for your store. There's a nice little list there. The name is the name of the CopyCat category, not the original that it was created from. Original ID is the BigCommerce category ID of the original category that the CopyCat category was created from. The BigCommerce category ID is the ID for the new CopyCat. So that is your new CopyCat category ID. If you see a green check mark under auto sync enabled, that means CopyCat is going to sync this page once a day. If you see a red X, that means that this is not going to sync. You selected it to not sync, so you're going to see a red X. You're going to see when it was last synced, and you'll also have the option to edit and delete. Say I wanted to take the bath page that I just was working on And I want to change that a little bit. So I could just click on Edit. I could do a couple of things here. I can change my product description. I could change my utilities. I could change my URL. I could do whatever I want right in here and click Submit. Something that I also can do is change this from sync to just copy. If I change it from sync to just copy, I now have the ability to put in meta tags, title, keyword, and meta description, and go ahead and submit that. And then the next time it syncs, those changes will be made to that page. So you can edit what you've done. If you delete, it's going to delete it next time it does its next sync. So you don't have to manually delete that in your BigCommerce store. Another setting to take a look at is your sync settings. Like I said, CopyCat will auto sync once a day, and you can choose what time you would like that to happen. By default, it's midnight. So if you wanted to change that to a different hour, more than welcome to, but by default, it will automatically sync at midnight. And that is how you use CopyCat Category Duplicator.